Another video. Obviously, I'm doing the same thing. Anyways, this is about the economy, what happened to it back then, and where's it going. This is something I studied extensively, and for the channel, I do welcome criticism, anything. It's an open discussion. But this is what I have studied. Buckle in, let's get it going. Anyways, so I don't even care about what's happening with the virus and what the economy looks like right now because it doesn't matter because it's already set in stone what's going to happen, and I'll tell you why. Back then, it just started at 1913, the Federal Reserve Act, enacted by Woodrow Wilson. Basically, the Federal Reserve is not a federal entity, not a government entity. It's a private bank. If you ever get something from the Federal Reserve or something, mail, it will have a stamp on there. Anything that's actual federal government doesn't need a stamp. So notice that first off. The Federal Reserve is a private bank. Right then and there, we are allowed to get money from that bank at a cost of a certain interest. So actual real money was before the Federal Reserve. Let's start there. Actual gold, silver, and silver certificates, gold coins and silver certificates. You can exchange that. I have $20 worth of gold certificates. You could exchange that. Our actual money was backed by something substantial. Understand? Gold and silver certificates. You can look this all up. This is just my interest, and hopefully your interest, because it is going to affect you, your family, and everyone you love. And it's going to get really bad, anyways. But as the Federal Reserve Act, they print money basically out of nowhere, and they give it to our government. And by the way, Congress, it's in the Constitution, Congress can only print gold and silver certificates backed by something. The Federal Reserve, we just get money from the Federal Reserve, which is absolute fake money. It's fake money. It only means something because they haven't foreclosed on their debt, which that's all it takes. That's what we owe them. That's what we pay our income tax to. There's no such thing as an income tax. Anyways, you can look it up. There's no such thing. I know there's a lot of information I'm giving you guys, but you're more than welcome to look it up. I've studied this for years. And when I say years, probably about a good 8 years. So what the Federal Reserve does, they write it in their little book. And say if you took out a loan from them, they just write it out and give you, like, you have the money and you get that loan. So what happens is, and like, look at what's going on with the economy. If we need this stimulus of this much money, they give it to us. And what basically happens, it's a debt that we will never be able to pay off because we are not, the interest that is compounding from that, we will never be able to pay it off. We're not being taxed enough, which that's even illegal as itself. Like, our forefathers were mad about, like, little taxes. They threw, like, but now we don't care. We just let them tax us because that's what it is. So don't let any of your grandparents talk shit about millennials and shit because they didn't do anything about it either. But yes, look at your dollars. It's a Federal Reserve note. It's not an actual silver dollar. It doesn't say dollar. It might say the actual dollar, but it's actual Federal Reserve note. So what happens? Like I said, that actual interest just multiply. Like, we can't pay that back at 2, 3, whatever % interest they want to put on it for how many millions of dollars, trillions, billions of dollars. We never pay that back because we have to pay them back that much and the interest that's on top of that. And the amount of money, the amount of taxes that we're getting taken out of our checks and stuff will not pay it back. It will not happen. That's why if you look at the actual, and that's all it takes, you just look at our ceiling. You have to keep pushing it up. It's never going to go down. It never will. One thing before I say this is that's all that it takes for them to foreclose on it, and our economy is shit. We're done. that means our dollar is worth nothing, which it actually already is. So, yeah, let's look at the years. The debt ceiling just keeps going up. That's all you have to do is just look at it. It's not going to get better, no matter how good they say the economy is. So, yeah, they sold us out, and it's on purpose. And this channel will expose more of it. I'll expose more who's behind it, what else. I'll expose a lot of things. For instance, I'll put this out there. John F. Kennedy put out silver dollars. They ended up taking it back after he was assassinated. Lyndon Baines Johnson ended up bringing it back. Those silver dollars out of the system. They brought them back. But JFK was a threat. JFK was a threat to national security. One of the things being he knew about the secret society speech that he had. He actually looked to build our economy rightfully so. Have our money be actually backed by something, gold, silver, yes, not just by nothing, by debt. Just being like, hey, here you go, you guys get this money, and then be like, hey, you guys owe way more than what we gave you. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother video. I'm done for today. If you guys have any more questions, anything, like I said, feel free to ask. This channel will expose a lot of things about a lot of shit that no one wants to talk about, but it needs to be talked about. My fate's sealed on that. Like, I'm okay. I know what's gonna happen. But that's it. There will be another video up. I don't know what about yet, but you guys let me know what you're interested in. Thank you.